and MCs and rapper, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, on the skill set, I'm going to say Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z. If you're talking about body of work, that's a different story. You're talking about sales, that's a different story. You're talking about, from...
We talking about first album. Let's talk about first album. First album,
Nas. Illmatic,
Nas.
Period.
Agreed. I agree with that on that one.
It's a lot of different factors we can add into. Like,
I'ma still say Biggie. I'ma still say Biggie because I love that Juicy song. I'ma still say Biggie because I love Juicy.
Biggie's first album to me is, but I'm a little younger than you guys. You know, I did have the Illmatic album, but I had it years later. I didn't understand that, but I understood Biggie. I liked it. Biggie.
I gotta go with Nas, bro. Nas gave taught all them niggas how to dress. He taught them niggas how to walk. It's like Nas was,
Nas fooled everybody to swag before there was.
Nas is the GOAT.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let's ask Keisha.
I'm sorry, I never wanted to Plum in the house. Buffalo, New York in the house. What up, Keisha?
What's up? How y'all doing? Good afternoon. As far as me, I have to go with Nas, because if it was no Nas, it wouldn't be Biggie, in my opinion. As far as
Keisha, how old are you, baby?
What?
How old am I?
There's a reason. We know you're from Buffalo.
She was about to bark on you. She was about to bark on you. What?
No. And that's no disrespect.
Nah, I mean, I grew up on Biggie and Nas. Like, I'm old enough to know. Let's say that. Like, I'm not young. I'm not in my 20s. I'm in my mid 30s. So it's like, I know my brother came home with the Illmatic tape. I was listening to that. Like, I studied Illmatic religiously, so I have to be very biased to say that I believe Nas is superior in that form. If we're talking about first albums, I have to say Illmatic.
Let me chime in, man, from a Southern perspective. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. A lot of y'all might get mad in the room. And Shaq, you know, you my dog. You one who pulled me in this room. But
my boy Young Cash from Duval County. Tap in,
straight like that.
I definitely want to hear what Florida got to say. Please talk to me.
No, I'm saying, like, see, y'all might think that that Illmatic was a classic, but down here in the South, we ain't think that was no classic.
That's the thing.
Like, we was on. I'm gonna tell you what my opinion. I think Biggie,
New York time capsule.
I'm saying, no, I think Biggie the one, because like when Biggie came out, everything, how his whole style, his whole flow, how he came, everybody in the game copied that shit. Everybody, from stretching the words out to making them, you know what I'm saying, rhyme and all that shit. We was on that Biggie shit strong. So
I feel you, Cash, but this is why it's like, to me, it only applies in certain instances, because if you know Nas' body, like I said, if you really look at the beginning of Nas' career, everybody ran with Nas shit. Biggie cover, Nas cover. You understand what I'm saying? Jay-Z clothes, Nas clothes. You feel me? The only thing Nas didn't do was chase commercial success, and he did it the organic way. That's why I feel like people picking Biggie and Jay-Z in a certain context, because of their commercial success. Nas still got there with a slow pace and still did it swagged out and still gave niggas the game. Like, I don't know, bro. Like if you was from Florida at that time, you wasn't gonna gravitate towards Nas because of what Nas was coming with, but you gonna gravitate towards Biggie because of the commercial shit, the commercial blow up of where, and not to mention he represented the fat black nigga. So any underdog in the world back Biggie, it was you couldn't not, because the nigga was like what nobody expected to make. You know what I mean?
Isn't there something
you think Nas would have been, I mean, if he would have chose that commercial instead, you think he just didn't choose it, or he didn't have
I feel like that's what makes him more of a GOAT, because he didn't have to choose it. He didn't even want it. It came with his real, true, organic nature of him being a real dope ass motherfucker.
I just think everybody wanted that, bro.
Nas was an author. Nas was the author more. He more painted pictures and books. The other guy, Biggie, he actually painted a picture in the streets. Niggas in the streets was living that life. I felt he was living that life.
And even though they weren't, could understand it and feel a part of it. That's the thing. That's what I think people are missing from the conversation. Is like I felt
Nas was looking out the window, seeing niggas in the streets fucking doing this shit, and he rapped about what he seen.
For anybody, that's all it is, bro. Straight like that. Puffy was a mastermind of a producer. He was a fucking genius. He knew about beat placement and production. He was a great A&R already. He knew what that record was going to do for the people.
He had the cheat code. He had the cheat code. That was the cheat code. Puffy was the cheat code.
Yo.
I hope everybody over 40
Hey.
on here talking all this for Nas, Biggie, and Jay shit though.
Oh, is this number 2? Oh no, it's the part 2.
This is New York State of Mind Part 2. This is my favorite one.
Yes, this is damn right here.
Hey, I just saw G put in here. What up, G?
Got it.
What's good, Ron?
We just kicking it, man. Just talking everyone opinion, what their opinion is on who's the best.
I ain't heard from Sammy over there, man. I need my Yonkers family to
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen. When y'all got you and fucking NORE and Alex, y'all in here, bro. I'm listening. This is dope to me because I grew up between New York and California, bro. Like I was going out there in 93, 94, 95, shit like that. I was listening to everybody y'all talking about soaking up game. I don't really know. Keep it real with you. I couldn't even make that decision, bro. That's kind of crazy. These are legends.
Right.
Hey, are we at the point where we for everybody that's up here talking, we put a vote down? Who picking who right now? No, we all over the place, but who Big, who Nas, who Jay?
Just put it
we
in
would
your
have to go in order for that.
But we already said it's the first. We got the first album. The first album. I'm going with the Biggie. I'm going with the Biggie for the
I don't think you can
I
go
got
first
Nas
album.
first
We talking about
album.
overall.
First
Hey,
albums, I'm going with
should we
Nas.
go?
Yo, let's start from the
albums?
top. Let
We'll
Alex
go
go,
first
and then
two
we'll go
albums.
all the way down.
Overall,
Everybody,
your overall pick.
All right. So look,
start from the top.
overall for me, it's definitely Hove. If we're going off of first album, it's gonna be Big. And Hove also, like Nori said, it took me a while, man, to really break down the lyrics. There's so, he's so deep, and just like, when he talking about stuff just recently and just, jumping over a giant 5'2", when he, Tata, when he really had deeper with he talking about Lawrence Taylor wearing the 5'2" as a giant, and his lyrics are just so deep. You got to break it down. And when you break it down, to me, it's no question Hove overall.
Hove for sure. My era, I grew up on it. It took me a time, going back to listen to it. Everybody's great. So everybody inspired me in different ways. Everybody had a different lane in the game to be a legend. Everybody had it, but for me, I could just relate more to Jay.
Hey, Hoel, you remember us rocking out to Jay at Green Door at the door? I still got the video.
For sure.
Yeah, I still got that.
Who you got?
M.
Yo. Who do I got?
Yep. Who you picking?
Out of them three? Like I said, Jay-Z's my favorite. Nas is 2, and Biggie is 3. But I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Now, if we're talking impact of my personal life, this has nothing to do with none of that. Nori's my fucking favorite.
All right, let's keep going because we about to go off something again. Come on.
Nah, I mean,
I respect that. I want to hear everybody answer. That's all.
I seen that movie from the trunk of the Suburban, so I was
Listen,
there.
bro, that's your blood brother. If you said anything different, we'd all kill you, man. Come on, stop.
You know what I mean? That's my favorite. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. But like that first Biggie album though, because I was in Left Rack. I had the fucking big army jacket because me and my father used to wear that a lot. Biggie was very influencing me. You know what I mean? Plus, I grew up a fat kid, so like Biggie was my man. You know what I mean? I felt like if I met him, me and him would have been the best of friends. I want to smoke a blunt with Biggie. But and like I said, as far as storytelling, he's one of the best. I mean, besides Slick Rick, it's Biggie. And that storytelling lane, Biggie's one of the best, bro.
What you got, Shaggy?
Yeah. He broke it down. But I'm definitely gonna go with, if we're gonna start these 3 day first albums, I'm gonna go with Biggie because and I feel the same way now. I think about it. I feel the same way that Nori and everybody and Nori and Alex said about the fact that they impacted me later, because when I first heard Ready to Die and I first heard Juicy really fucked me up. Like, who the fuck is this? And where did this song come from? This shit is insane. That's just how I felt when I first heard Juicy. And then I started to get into the rest of hearing Jay-Z. And Illmatic was cool, but at the end of the day, it was just like he was just, from a West Coast perspective, he was just too like over lyrical like that. He was just like over lyrical. That's how I felt. I wanted to actually relate to what he was saying. I just didn't relate to what Nas was saying off top, because he was rapping about what he saw at the window, not about what he actually was into. And that's why I said that one.
But hold on, not to cut you off, but okay, now as a 36-year-old man, Reasonable Doubt is fucking one of the best albums ever.
Hold on, let's blow, because this is why this topic is so like it's never
like an
octopus.
So
bro. Let's not talk about why. Let's just get the pick.
John, we already see your answer, John. You done stated your statement, but go ahead.
Gotta make the point. I will say though, just real quick before we hop in, I'm a bit younger than most of you guys. I'm 30 years old, and I grew up with Jay-Z and Nas being a lot more obviously prevalent because of them, still making shit or whatever. But I just gotta say, like, Biggie's like my Beatles, man. Like, I understand that like he got cut off too soon and stuff like that, but like I feel like had he got the same run as Jay-Z, as Nas had, like, we didn't even scratch the surface of the dude's potential.
That's a fact. We can't
gotta agree with that one.
That's a fact. It's not even no contested night.
And he's 30 years old. Good break on that one.
I don't know if some boys' careers would have been the same if Biggie would have still been alive though too.
Facts.
Nori.
Hold up real quick though.
I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all listening? Oh shit!
We can't play that. We can't play that.
Nah.
Oh my God! Stop talking. Come on, man. What are you talking about right now? Come on, hold on.
Shut it down, bro. Shut it down.
We're not gonna do that, bro.
What's beef?
We're definitely not gonna do
Kick
that.
them out. Flowers, man. We
kick them out. Make your choice. Make your choice.
I don't think he realized whose room he was in.
Don't kick him out. He gonna have us in the blogs. He gonna have this conversation all in the blogs.
Nah, we gonna be respectful about everyone. Come on, man. Can't do that, bro.
We giving flowers right now. These opinions. All flowers.
Right, who's got the next vote? I think Nori's got his vote.
That's Nori's next.
Nori already said Nas anyway before. We know Nori got Nas.
I said Illmatic. I didn't even say Nas. I said Illmatic.
Yep.
All right, Northbound.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Nas is like he was like the old soul to me. He did Illmatic at like high school. How old was he when he did Illmatic?
16.
Yeah, 16, old soul, and Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z is the man, but I grew up in the West Coast, and so I ride with Pac, and so it's like I think Jay-Z's the man, though. Jay-Z's the man, but someone said it earlier, man. Like, when you listen to Big, it feel like you're riding with him, and because I'm the filmmaker, man, Biggie was a fucking movie.
So Big.
I mean, Big made he made you feel like you was on that stupid Bed-Stuy, man. I felt like I was fucking Little C's listening to him.
Pause.
I felt like I was rolling his blunts. Like, come on, let's ride, Big. And then Ashy, the classy, like, and then he was fly too, and bitches wanted to fuck him. He's ugly in real life. You know what I mean? His fucking eye was looking another way. Like.
Yo, bro, you going too far. Chill.
I mean, but that I'm talking all around artists.
Then you should have said pause.
I pause, but I think Biggie was, especially if we're talking first album and, you know, my age of what I was doing, what I was seeing. My mama got cancer in the breast. Don't ask me why I'm motherfucking stressed. Things done change. I mean, come on now.
You right. I gotta
Come on.
let me say something. This shit with the weed buzz was good, baby. Like, I was a young DJ back then. Like, if anybody know about like record clubs in the 90s, like Rough House Records, they used to send out the white labels. And Nasty Nas had the Zebra Head soundtrack came out they used to send the 2 albums out. They sent it to my boy because his cousin was Chill Will was a DJ. So boom, I got 2 covers at the bar with me in the hood. Niggas like, yo, who the fuck is Nasty Nas, man? That shit sound like some corny shit. I never heard him. I took the shit home, put it on the Technique 1210s. Nigga, that shit, boom, 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 boom. Man, that shit classic to this day. Halftime,
yeah.
Bro, Nas,
talk,
bro. Illmatic, like Noah said, Illmatic changed the streets where we was from. That and Mobb Deep. That shit had everybody in Tim's. That shit had everybody in the fatigues, the army suits. Niggas got Tech 9s hanging around their necks and shit. Like, this real life from where I'm from. And I'm from Jersey, but we was back and forth to New York all the time. So, being a DJ, being from the streets, like, see, I had to say something because a lot of people younger, y'all don't even really know what you speaking on because you wasn't there. You wasn't even alive, bro. I was 16. If somebody 30, y'all wasn't alive. So it's crazy to me, no disrespect to nobody. I just got to bring it live and real because it's a time period of an essence. I had a dude tell me he could Google the 90s and get the feeling of my neighborhood. I said, man, where the fuck is y'all coming up with this shit? You had to be there. You could Google 2 people shot on the north side of, you know what I'm saying? But you can't get the feeling. You don't know why they were shot, who sent them to shoot them, the chicks that set them up. Like, how you get the feeling?
That's why I hit that rhyme earlier, man. I tried to tell Nas hit him with the, I know who died before the body drop, how much guns that was used, how much money the shooter got, right? That's why I love this man.
Nah, Illmatic, when he was talking about laughing at bass heads, trying to sell a broken amp, come on, man. Come on.
Rest in peace, Prodigy. Rest in peace, Prodigy.
Yo, so like I was saying earlier, man, I kind of grew up on Pac, but when I moved out to the East Coast, I got to, listen to and understand Biggie. First and foremost, shout out to you, Nori. Like, when I first moved out here, your album, the Flint joint, the Hustler Flint joint. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm high as shit. But that was really going crazy at that time, and I'm really appreciative to be able to be here and chop it up with you. But yeah, if I had to put these joints in line, and respectfully, I would have to say Biggie, Nas, and then Jay-Z. As an MC, Biggie, Nas, and Jay-Z. I mean, we can look at all the other factors and look at what they did to the game, or if we could talk about their first album, I'm going Nas. But if we looking at everything from an MC point of spectrum, and somebody had mentioned earlier about like, oh, these niggas wasn't really MCs, they wasn't really on the block. Yo, Biggie was right there on the block with Pac, and they was going back and forth from back in the day. So there was definitely MCs, and I think Biggie has to take it just from a lyrical perspective, like looking at his catalog and everything that he was talking about, like, and like I said, and that's from an unbiased opinion because, I wasn't really into Biggie at first, and when I started DJing, I started listening to more and more of his work, and I could really appreciate where he was coming from. Me personally, I was always rocking with Nas. Like, I just fucked with his swag more than anything. Like, if you asked me, put something in the car and I was listening, it would always be Nas. But to answer the question, it's Biggie, Nas, and then Jay-Z. Jay-Z will make the best songs, but he's not the best MC.
Already, man. Already. And y'all already know what I think, man. Nasty Nas in the area about the cause, man. Hysteria, all that, man. Shoot, my favorite MC is coming out of Queensbridge. So that's how I'll keep it at. And Nori, you the man. Boy, what? More than a Dominicana. Oh man, you the shit, bro. I'm young, but you the shit, bro.
Hey, yo, Happy New Year, everybody. What's good? This is Leo Bridgewater. I just wanted to give a quick chime in and say, the second Dr. Spark 6 notion, Nori, he's right. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the soundtrack of my high school and college years as well. I just want to give a different perspective. I was in the military. I went into the military. I did 6 tours in Iraq and 4 in Afghanistan as a soldier and a contractor, right? And my college years was at St. Augustine's St. Augustine's College in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I went there in '94. So my freshman year of college, homecoming weekend at North Carolina Central University, we had DJ Kid Capri do the pre-dawn, and for the concert it was Notorious B.I.G., Mad Lion, KRS-One, and Aaron Hall, and Bernie Mac was the comedian there. And
Christ,
listen, that concert, I mean, of course niggas started fighting and shit, but they, Big came down there and blew the shit up. And then when I deployed, and then I went into the military in 2001, and I ended up going overseas to Italy. And my job was whenever the SMG-2 battle group would change its flagship designator, I'd have to fly out to wherever that ship was. So a lot of times I was in other countries, and wherever I went, 9 times out of 10, I was the very first Black person that these sailors from foreign navies ever seen before. And when I would work, I always carry my radio, but before I would leave on any mission, I would burn 3 CDs. The first CD I would burn was Illmatic. The second CD I would burn was Poor Righteous Teachers. And the third CD I would burn, CD I would burn was KRS-One. Didn't matter what album it was, just any KRS-One album. And the reason why I would burn these CDs is because when I would work, whenever I would leave the CDs with these sailors, because in my mind, it was my way of spreading hip hop. And if you're going to hear hip hop for the first time, there's certain people you need to have foundationally to jump off of. If you spider web from them three acts I just named, you could get a solid foundation, in terms of learning about hip hop from overseas in Europe. So and one of the other CDs I would also burn was a DJ Juice mixtape, and NORE, you would be all on those mixtapes. So and again, it's just my way of saying this is how I spread it hip hop, because the basis by which I would give these CDs out to people was based on lyricism. Because when you're overseas, and this is why I love Nas, is that he's so descriptive. When you're overseas and you're listening to someone talk about what's going on outside their bedroom window, you get to go back home for a little while, which means a lot to us soldiers when we're deployed. And so being able to close your eyes and look through your project window, because that's what Nas told you to do, was something. It was nostalgic. And so I just wanted to get that part out, because I think just like teachers, they rarely get to say thank you. They rarely get to hear a thank you. You know what I'm saying? MCs like Nori, Nas, Jay-Z, and them, y'all also need to get a thank you as well, just because you provided a service you didn't know you were providing for people who were downrange. And that's it. Oh, and Alex, I just got off the phone with the governor's office. He's signing the bill on Tuesday, bro.
Very dope. Very dope.
Thank you, Leo.
People that didn't know, Leo Bridgewater is the man in New Jersey for cannabis. He's on the front lines. He's fighting for regulations. He's doing his work. He's doing it for free. And he's not, he's doing a lot of hard work for the veterans. So if anyone needs and wants to get into Jersey, he's definitely a good point of contact.
Shout out Leo. Shout out my guy Leo.
Shout out Leo.
Line going hard.
Yeah, man. Thank you, fellas, man. I'm trying hard, man. And shout out to y'all too, and Happy New Year. Thank you, Alex.